Up in that Nellie's Today's Special. I'm so excited for you. I know it sounds crazy to say I'm excited that you're doing laundry, but boy, it is life-changing for sure. Well, we're to change how you look at your floor right now, and this is a product we almost never get a chance to offer here at HSN. It is from a brand name that you know and love and trust, and of course that is Hoover. But what if we said you never had to get on your hands and knees, you never had to, get a mop and a bucket or scrub those floors by hand, whether it's grout, whether it's tile, whether it's hardwood floors, any of that hard flooring in your home. Angela is here with Hoover to help you clean up at a sale price with free shipping. Angela, I gotta tell you, first of all, it's great to have you here.
Oh, thank
Welcome.
you.
But I am a super fan of this item, and we almost never get to see it here.
I know, it's rarely here, and I'm so happy it is because you're not gonna have to mop anymore.
Never.
Once you have the FloorMate in your house, it just is such a game changer. Check out this dried on mess.
Okay, now that is about as bad as it gets.
It's really bad, it's caked on, but now check this out. As I pull it back, the FloorMate is cleaning, it's scrubbing, and then it's actually going to dry. So once we get all the way back,
That's
check
awesome.
this out. We've got those patented SpinScrub brushes, and this is really, so what we do is we exaggerate these messes here
Yes,
in
you
the
do.
studio.
You
We
don't make it easy on yourself.
Because we want you to get this home and see just how much easier it is with your home messes.
Now, if you had something like that on your floor, I mean, you would cry. I mean, honestly, what would you even do? I should point out, it's at the best price that I've ever aired it at. It is free shipping. It's a little over $25 on your credit card, and it dries.
And it's dry right away. And that's what
it.
really sets this apart from all the other floor cleaners on the market. You're not gonna have to get down on your hands and knees and scrub anymore. This is gonna do everything for you.
It will indeed. I'm gonna show you part of the secret of the system. Now, you do get an 8-ounce solution that is included. This, Angela, describe what I'm looking at here, because this is part of the Hoover magic, right?
Yes, this is the patented SpinScrub brushes. These are gonna be going forward and backwards. So as the FloorMate puts down solution on the ground, it sort of dissolves it, then those scrubbers really get in there. They're gonna work on hardwood, they're gonna work on tile, they're gonna work on grout lines. And then what's also amazing is this front part pops off.
Oh, nice.
You can press these buttons, the scrubbers come off, and you can actually wash them.
So you could sanitize them,
So even if they get dirty over time, you can keep them clean. And then look at this, these are bristles, okay? So this isn't like a sponge. You know those sponge mops that just absorb all the bacteria and you just kind of spread it around?
And you're making the mess bigger.
These aren't gonna absorb anything.
And it's a 2-tank system, so that unlike when you're on your hands and knees or you're scrubbing that floor, using that traditional mop, you're redepositing dirty water back on that floor.
Right.
I have to skip around, and I apologize, Angela. I actually have one of the first versions of this.
It worked great.
I need to upgrade, because I'm looking at these little spin brushes. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't have that. This is what I have, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But this is so much better.
It's a game changer, it really is.
Wow.
And then back to the dual tanks, because this is the biggest problem with a typical mop and bucket, is you get that dirty water and you're just spreading it around.
You are.
But with the FloorMate, what makes this so special is once the dirt comes off of the ground, it goes into the dirty water tank, never to touch your floors again.
It's like magic, I'm telling you.
And then with your clean water tank, you're just gonna fill this with hot water and just a cap full of solution. Just a little bit really goes a long way.
It does indeed. Remember, it is a sale price. So HSN exclusive configuration. We have it for a little over $25. We have the free shipping. Remember, with those flex payments, you get your item right away, but it's 0% interest, no hidden fees, and you still get that 30-day return policy. Angela's gonna do one of my favorite demonstrations because we kind of buried the lead. When we say it cleans and it scrubs, but it dries.
It dries too.
All at once.
Yep, I feel like a little bit of a magician with this mirrored table, but it's just gonna show you underneath the magic that's happening with those SpinScrub brushes. So check this out, you're gonna be able to see what's going on. I'm gonna put the solution down, and then those spin brushes are gonna scrub up that mess, and then as I pull it back, there's a squeegee that you can see in the front, And then it's actually vacuuming up that liquid as we go
cool.
in reverse. It's a one and done product. You don't have to get down on your hands and knees and scrub and dry. And now check this out, one pass. First of all, we got the mess up, which is amazing. Look how beautiful this is.
Clean.
My hands are actually still dirty from that first one, but it is dry as a bone.
That is crazy. No kidding. If you have it, we would love to say hi. I actually have one of the originals. And what's interesting is I know I spent more on one of the originals, the technology. I think I bought it for like $1.99, something like that here at HSN.
Yeah.
And I love it. But those, you couldn't really pop out and sanitize like this. They didn't rotate, they didn't scrub. That front panel is a lot easier to pop off and clean. Let's say if you've got long hair or dog hair or whatever kind of hair is getting up underneath that plastic sleeve. Hardwood floors, your linoleum, your tile, your sealed hardwood, your pergo.
And this right here, this is that porous, it has all those little bits in there that's hard to get out. But I'm making, okay, so I kind of get why kids do it because it's actually kind of fun making messes. But so this is maple syrup, which is a sticky, sticky mess. I mean, how would you realistically even clean this if you didn't have the FloorMate, you know? I mean, you'd just be kind of pushing it around, but it's just so easy. It's fairly lightweight. You're kind of just vacuuming.
It is so easy to push. And every time, well, I maybe get to air the FloorMate maybe once a year if I'm lucky. And I have never seen us do this price. But I often like to say, if you didn't have this, what would you do? Well, you might use some adult language depending on who made that mess. But you have to consider, what do you do for the maple syrup? It's sticky, it's getting on the paper towels, it's getting on the cloth. And this floor, Angela, is about the worst. I think that's one of the reasons people think their linoleum is yellowing. It's probably because we're redepositing dirty water when we think we're cleaning it. And it makes it look discolored, basically.
And you ever walk around in white socks?
Yes.
And you're like, I thought my floors were clean and they're all dirty on the bottom.
But did you see that? You gotta show that paper towel again.
It was so right after I did it, right after I pulled it back, wiped, bone dry and completely clean. Remember, this is where that syrup was. It's not sticky at all.
Oh, that is crazy. No kidding. I'm a super fan, and this is the best way to clean your floors. No one ever tells you when you put hardwood floors in your home just how hard they are to clean.
They're beautiful.
They're beautiful, but oh my Lord, if I would have known the upkeep, this will save you on just back-breaking agony alone. Time, money, it preserves your floors, it preserves your sanity. You're getting it for the best price that I've certainly had it on the air for. You are getting an 8-ounce solution, but you're also getting the removable. You can remove those scrubbing patented brushes. So if you are cleaning up something that you need to sanitize that mess, you can do that. The tanks are separated. So unlike traditional forms of cleaning your floor, you're not depositing or moving a mess around. You're not putting dirty water in those cracks or in those crevices or in those grout lines. But let's talk hardwood floors, Angela, because we love our hardwood floors, but they're expensive to put in. And you know what? They're expensive to maintain as well.
They are. And when you looked at this floor, maybe you didn't even think it was that dirty.
True.
But we have this, you know, swooshy guy that we like to use. And I cleaned the floor here, and look at all this dirt that we got up. But when I take a paper towel to it, first of all, this is still completely wet. And we know that's a big no-no on hardwood floors.
You can't do that.
But look at all this that was left behind.
Wow.
Still all that dirt. And when you think about all you're doing is just spreading that dirt around on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, if you look at some of the HSN reviews, a lot of people say, I didn't even realize how dirty my floors were until you clean with this and you look at that clear, dirty water tank, because we love to see our own dirt, and Hoover knows that. So they did that for us, and you can actually see all the dirt come out. So let's do a little comparison here and just see all that we're gonna get up with the FloorMate.
And it's as easy to push as, you know, your mop or your broom. Only difference is it's doing all the work for you. And we go a little bit slower on camera just so we can really show you those nice, clean lines. But remember, it is cleaning, it is polishing, it is scrubbing, but it is drying.
It's the drying that really sets it apart, especially if you have a house full of hardwood floors like I do. It's such a game changer because they're hard to clean, because even with a steam mop, you don't really want to get a steam mop on there. So this is already dry.
Okay,
it's
that is
nice
crazy.
and clean. And remember, compared to the other side, look at that. And it was so much easier. I wasn't having to put in all the elbow grease.
Right.
Or that other one where
I
you're really
know.
digging at it.
And
It's so much
just,
easier.
You get this and it really is a game changer for sure. It's interesting, it's a great segue from our Nellie's Today's Special because we were talking about doing your laundry and not leaving chemical residue behind. When I used to have someone help me with my hardwood floors, I could always tell the areas that she had wiped down and the areas that she hadn't because there would be a film, and that film would be whatever cleaner, polish, or whatever she put on the floors. It leaves stuff behind. This is cleaning, it is scrubbing, it is removing, and then it is drying at the same time. Chances are your floors are gonna look new again. You'll never have those dirty little socks,
Yes.
those dirty little feet, or wondering why your feet are sticking to the floors in your bathroom.
Yes. Oh, in the bathroom, I love to use this in the bathroom with all the hairspray.
I was just going to say the hairspray.
The dry shampoo,
it's almost
the perfume.
like glue when you're walking
and
on it.
I have tile floors in the bathroom too. And think about those grout lines.
Oh, for sure.
If you just use a mop, it's just putting that dirty water in the grout line, which is making the grout dirtier over time. But the spinning scrub brushes are actually gonna clean the grout as well. We have marker here. If, you know, the kids maybe are coloring on the floor and they go outside of the lines, you know, pet marks. My dog likes to run in and out of the house all the time. You never know what sort of bacteria is coming in on the dog's feet. Jelly, footprints, and it's so easy to do. It's cleaning in both directions. And then again, with those dual tanks, your clean water and your dirty water are staying separate, which is really one of the things that sets this apart from just standard mopping. And it's so easy to do. Look at this, just a few passes.
But you know, you make it look so easy because it is with your FloorMate. But I always like to say, consider the alternative. If you didn't have the FloorMate, how in the world are you getting all that stuff off your floor?
Exactly.
It takes a lot of effort.
Well, you're gonna get down on your hands
You
and knees.
are.
You know, when I was a kid, my mom would actually pay me to clean the floors because she hated that chore so much. And it makes sense now that I'm an adult.
Look at that.
No one wants to do it, but look at these results. And how I was saying before, how much fun it is to make a mess. It's actually fun to clean when you have the FloorMate because it's just so easy.
Well, and then that dirty tank system, you're right. Hoover does a lot of research and their consumers said, we like to see the mess. You will not believe, in fact, here's what I'd love for you to do with a 30-day return policy. Get this at home and use it on a floor that you think is clean. Maybe you had somebody come in, maybe you wiped it up, maybe you mopped, maybe you used one of those little Swiffy things, whatever. Go over it with this, and I can promise you, you will be a believer. Angela, even if it's something as just that spilt milk, that spilt latte, that spilt formula in the kitchen.
It happens all the time. It happens every day. And instead of sopping it up with a bunch of paper towels and throwing them away, or throwing away all the little chemical-filled pads that we used earlier, so much better for the environment. You're gonna save money. I mean, think about it. We're really cleaning the floors with hot water and a tiny capful of solution. It's gonna save you so much money. And not just with the liquid that we spilled here. If you also look at the floor.
Oh, sure.
I mean, how often do you see your floor and it's just kind of got that film on it? Yeah, it just gets dingy over time.
Bravo.
And I mean, it's so beautiful. And look at this.
And dry. Angela, thank you so much. Good to see you. Good to see this back again. All right, well, Peter Kilcullen is back with one of our favorite cleaning favorites in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Never run out of the things you love with